Gacha communities being in drama or having some level of beef within the gacha community at this point, I think, is to be expected, right? You've seen it long enough with enough pattern recognition, you know that's bound to happen again. Now,
Not all the time.
sometimes the how can I put it? The majority of players are right towards their disdain towards a particular type of behavior. And sometimes, most of the time, they're not. And so today, I kind of want to highlight some stuff I've seen on Twitter. I don't like to interact too much on Twitter. I try, but not much. I kind of suck at there. If you want to know, if anybody asks, just let them know that I suck at Twitter. But I did see this, and I do want to talk about it. So apparently, people are going after Legions Gaming. And the reason why people are going after Legions Gaming is because apparently he said something about the Wuwa community that it turned out to be false. Without further ado, let's just go through it real quick. So we're starting off with, I think this is deleted right now, but there's a screenshot right here. He deleted your tweet. Don't worry, everyone knows you're a hypocrite liar. No one will believe you anymore. Tries to spread tribalism and drama through misinformation and false accusation and failed miserably. How did that happen? He said, and I quote, I'm disappointed in the Wuwa community. The number of people that came into my stream while I was playing Infield that just came into this randomly say shit. This game is trash. Wuwa is way better than this garbage. You're becoming just as bad as the Genshin community. Also, what is the point in that? I had the opposite. I had people, well, technically one guy, which I tweeted yesterday, tell me Enfield better. Just delete this shit. Also, what is the point in that? Why would he go to someone's stream who was clearly enjoying the game to just randomly spout some nonsense talking shit about the game? Spoiler alert, I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. I don't want to hear it. That's like going to a movie theater after just watching the same movie yourself and ruining it for everybody in there. They're just enjoying the movie and just yelling, this movie sucks. Fair enough. But it turned out this is fair, but I guess it wasn't really true because it was just that one guy, and you cannot use one guy as a representation of the whole community. Let's see how, for example, it should be perceived. So I had this guy come to 3 of my videos, comment on every single one of them, going, absolute garbage patch intro for like 3.1 Wuthering Waves. Enfield alone clears this slop for Gooners. That's why Enfield is superior game. Everyone should ditch Gooner waves. Enfield clears this low quality garbage waves in every aspect without even trying. Now, this is clearly someone that's a little... something's not right, right? So I go, this is a bad representative of the Arknights Enfield community, right? Like we don't have mental deranged players in that community too, right? Because obviously this is just some random guy that's clearly not right in the head, but he cannot be the full representation of the whole Arknight Enfield, and I cannot complain about the majority of the Arknight Enfield community because of this one person. So how does things go from here? Well, we actually have my boy Kazahana. If I meet Kazahana, there's a good chance I will shake the fuck out of that hand. I might even give my brother a hug, and I might have to throw hands because Kazahana's Twitter is... anyway. But it calmed down. So anyway, Kazahana, someone that don't even need to interact with gacha tribalism stuff anymore, pulls up, talking some... The amount of hidden replies asking for proof is diabolical. Just show the proof because he was calling him out on show us these guys that came into your stream and did all this. And then after Legions show the clip, which we will see too, he goes, makes fun of people for blocking him, blocks anyone that disagrees, makes fun of people deleting posts, deletes his post. You can't make this up, bro. Now, I'll be real. The way Legions go about dealing with backlash, questionable. You got to understand, first of all, if I seem biased and if I seem somewhat lenient, it's because I know more of Legions than the public does. The reason why is because I talk to him privately. I've seen how he interacts with other people and with other friends. Legions is by far, believe it or not, I know this would shocker for some of y'all, Legions is by far one of the sweetest CCs I've ever interacted with, privately. Now, publicly, he has a certain flaw, which is fury, rage. The best analogy I can give you to understand Legions gaming is Legions is Bruce Banner. Privately, he's Bruce Banner. He's like this good, helpful guy. Like, he's just the best. Publicly, he's the Hulk. Bro is a enraged monster that's gonna smash whatever comes in his way. Everything else be damned. All right? Basically, this is what you should know about Legions gaming, because I have this extra type of information that some of you guys will not have. And due to this information, I hope that some of you guys can take that into consideration in your image and how you try to portray this guy. But since you guys don't interact with him, and I think you don't owe him that, or no one owes anybody anything, really. But I'm inviting you to maybe just look at that and go, you know what? if I had to deal with internet assholes every single day and I was somewhat sensitive and I have a rage problem, I have an anger problem, I'd probably get pissed off too. That's all I'm trying to say, because that's kind of the reality of things, all right? So he makes a video. We're going to watch that together. I kind of saw this coming, so that's why I kept a copy of the video. All right, I'm pulling an old VXV here because here's the thing, man. It's just pattern recognition, and I kind of knew that this is probably the move that was gonna happen because I saw the dislike ratio and I was like, Legion is just gonna do what he always does, which is instead of facing the backlash or maybe try to damage control properly. Oh shit, I would take a knee if I was him. I'll just take a knee. He'd probably delete it because it's like knowing the person we're dealing with. So anyway, this is the video. I have it right here.
The fact that you get gems just from collecting shit is also really good too. All right, Dragon. I know you're somebody that probably watches my content because I do WUA, but I'm gonna ban you for that.
What did he say?
Sitting here playing a game, having fun. I don't need your negativity. I'm gonna time you out for a day.
Fair enough.
Fucking lesson.
Yeah, okay.
Jesus Christ. When the fuck did it like come to pass where people just go into someone's chat to someone who's enjoying something to be like, this sucks?
I know.
I don't give a fuck if you don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys not understand that? Jesus Christ.
It's like it's all good. Like why you
Fucking retards. It's like walking into a movie theater when someone's watching a movie for the first time. After you just finished watching it, you go back into the room when there's a new group of people in there and just fucking yelling about how much you hate the movie. Bro, no, yourself. Nobody fucking cares.
Okay, so it was the one chatter.
By the way, shit like that, why people fucking say the WUA community is toxic.
Yeah, okay, shit like that is why they say the pool community is toxic, but it's just some random guy. And here's the thing, the majority seems to be, all good, just chilling, but there will always be that minority, and I feel like we are just kind of poisoning the well with this preconceived ideology of, oh, well, all of them are bad. No, some are pretty vocal, but there are a minority that can easily be ignored. That's it. It's as simple as that. But again, we go back to why is this, for example, a bit of a non-issue to me and an issue to Legions here is because I don't really have an anger problem. All right, I was just kind of chilling, man. Like, it's all good. So anyway, now that we've seen the video, we had also a Thoma, a guy that out of the Gacha community, and he pulls up too, going, this man said they lied. Show a single 1-minute clip of him getting one guide. Legions, you're not real gang. I don't know why Athoma is pulling up to the fray, which kind of has me scratching my head going, why do the CCs going after Legion so hard? I think maybe they have a bone to pick with him. I might have missed an episode, chat. I'm not sure. Because Athoma and Kazahana are, they're my boys. Like, they're my people. I don't know why we're going after Legions, but apparently this is happening. I have no idea why, but this is happening nonetheless. I think it's somewhat undeserved, but I think the reason why this could be happening, this is me theorizing, is a lot of people will kind of dislike Legions for the reason is Legions exhibit a lot of confidence and Legions exhibit a lot of he farms aura a lot, and when people see this, the typical reflex is for people to try to take you down and hey, sit your little ass down, boy. Who the fuck you think you are? It's kind of how people typically react. You see this, for example, with Saint Tontas. You see it with Smack, Tectone. You'll see it in all these CCs that have an ego that kind of like are sitting there. Their presence is strong, kind of aura farming. People will try to take them down, and Legions is no exception. Could this be the reason? I doubt it, because I doubt Kazan and Ethama will fall for that, but I can understand why some people will try to go after Legions hard after this, scoff what it is, a fumble through this. It shouldn't happen. I would invite people to kind of self-reflect and go, why am I hating on this guy this much over this? Because when you sit down and think about it, it's just over someone complaining about a video game. You think going hard at this guy is like that? But again, it goes back to the overall attitude and kind of like the social perception of it all, if that makes any sense. And so we go here. There's this guy, Yanni, who apparently went to his chat. Shouts out to Yanniverse. So basically, apparently there's an app that you can research words that might have happened in a chat, right? Man, I swear to God, you piss the wrong people off. They're gonna go through your shit. I want you to remember, I want you to back up for a second and remember, this is about a video game that sells anime girls. All right, I want you to keep that in mind, please. So because of that, some guy went to the goddamn chat and started looking up every potential word that could have set him off. And I think this is just for YouTube only.
To a lot of people, only one person.
Yeah, there it is. And he confirms it's not a lot of people. It's just one person that used the term garbage.
Since there's something here, we have typed all the things that we need to say here. So nothing here, nothing burger. So I can't stop playing Wuwa 3.1 live stream. Okay, this one. Better. 120 is better. It's low graphics. Looks better than Genshin. Topic of Zelda.
Let's go to the end.
You should be ashamed of yourself, faking a claim that some of the Wuwa community are saying that the game is trash, and they went over your live stream and say things that you don't like.
Well, it could be on Twitch, like he multi-streams, but also I believe here's what's happening. You ready for this? When you're pissed off, and actually what's happening to legions of thinking one person is the entire community is not new to me. See, I've seen people that have an anger problem, and typically these people, like, they'll just take like 1, 2, or 3 interactions and start to assume everybody's like that. No, it's just those people you've met, because you meet me, you meet our other friends. Clearly, we're not the same. This is why you're hanging out with us. So how would you assume that just because of those guys are like that everybody else is? Oh, it's just outside of this particular group, but everybody else is the same. It's like, I'm lucky you just found. No, calm down. Not everybody is the same, because that's a huge generalization and claim. And people are kind of going to have an issue with that if they could. So I understand Legion's position, and if you have an anger issue, one person might seem like everybody. A lot of people with anger problems tend to make this mistake, from my personal experience with people with anger problems, is what I've observed. So I know I'm kind of sounding like Dr. K over here, but this is what I've observed. So anyway, this is something I replied to as well, and I want you guys to take this into consideration as we close this topic off. So he goes, I laugh so hard at these raging babies behind anime character profile pictures that are saying shit to me like 40-year-old man barely affording rent doing YouTube. I don't know why people hate on people with anime character profiles. Seriously. I don't know why that's a thing. I think that's whatever, but I don't know why we're trying to diss people that have that. But anyway, 1, I'm 34, not 40. I ain't even halfway there yet. Well, you are more than halfway there yet, because halfway there is 20. You're more than we all are, brother. 2, I own a business and 2 properties, and I'm really well off. Did they call you broke? I don't know why that's a thing, but hey, great for you, man. I'm proud of you. I'm out here S16 characters in gacha games. How are you going to call me poor? Who the fuck called you poor? Anyway, I might have missed an episode here. I make more on content creation than most people making real jobs, and I do that as a side hustle. Based. That's how you do it. Literally making close to 10K a month, not even counting sponsors. Whew. We're obviously doing something wrong here, boys. People think that YouTube views is the only thing I make money on. No, he has a huge TikTok, and I think, if I remember, Patreon too. My Patreon alone is making over 5K a month, and my earnings, yeah, there it is. It's TikTok to that as well. You gotta also realize that he gets banned on TikTok all the time. He gets strikes all the time, and yet he's still killing it. That's very impressive. Now, if you factor in sponsors and creator programs, I mean, for various games, it's way more. My man. Meanwhile, the people that say this shit to me are probably living in their mom's basement looking like a cave troll with no job. I really have to stop responding to these rechards, man. Now, my reply to that was, glad you finally came to the conclusion that you're actually lowering yourself when you respond or participate in certain conversations. You're out here killing it. Keep it up. And here's the thing, man. I think this is going to be my message to basically, let's just take legions as an example in how to behave in case you're in this position too. Sometimes in life, you will be put in very, very privileged positions, right? And if you have certain debuffs, because nobody is perfect and you're flawed in some way, for example, legions has an anger issue where even something small like as one guy in the chat could set him off and make him see red everywhere. And trust me, I've been a target of Legion's anger before. But the reason why I'm lenient towards this is because I know that deep within, if you just say, for example, lesions is an apple and anger is like this rotten spot, you just take that off the equation, you still have a juicy apple here. Pause. But anyway, and basically what the apple lesion should do here is don't put yourself in a basket that's just gonna spark that bad spot in you, man. That's gonna make it rotten and bad. You have to protect yourself sometimes from yourself, which is what's happening here. So like, I feel like when it comes to lesions, like anger has always very, very negative situations where you have literally not much gain. Like the cons far outweigh the pros when you take into consideration your own flaw. Because we're not perfect. Like clearly you have an anger issue and you should, navigate that accordingly. It's like if I'm an alcoholic, I can't go to bars because I have an alcohol problem. All right, I gotta navigate my problem accordingly, and I invite you to do the same. So like when you take into consideration how well you're doing in life, who you are as a person, how good and well-centered you can be in certain positions, but then you just fly off the handle every time like someone just comes at you with just this one thing, and like it's like this the straw that breaks the camel's back, because I'm pretty sure this is just a spark of probably months now of people coming to your comment section, maybe even your streams, etc., of just finally blowing up. It's like, why even do that? The gain from it, which is, I guess, relief and venting, isn't really worth it when you can take into consideration your position, the privileged position you're in right now, brother. So really, when I look at this, and that's why I chose my words carefully, is you literally lower yourself. Like you're here, bro. You're literally losing aura. You're lowering yourself to positions you have no business getting into, man. You don't need this at all. I'll be honest, man. If I was you, you would not see me do this, because like you have enough clout and you have enough, let's just say, relevancy that you could be a conversation starter, etc., etc. Like you comment on multiple things. You're in variety. Shit, I would explore different aspects of CCing. Like for you right now, sky's the limit. Like you broke out, right? You should just try to aim up and do things that will truly niche you even more. Because like you look at this tweet, for example, that you just said. Most people don't even know about the other stuff you're doing. I'd invite you to do more of that. And so anyway, what I'm trying to say is you don't have to lower yourself, ladies and gentlemen, if you're put in certain positions and you look at the pros and cons, and sometimes the ultimate pro for you is just literally venting and some level of emotional satisfaction for anger. I'll be real, man. That's kind of some, lack of better words. It's human, but not manly. All right, it's definitely not manly. I feel like us as guys, especially, we have to be very careful with our anger because we're capable of a lot of damage, and sometimes even to ourselves. Do you all see Saint's comment section? The brain rot is too powerful. I say if you say Wuwa is better than Enfield, at least give some legit points. That's a good point too. Like that guy is so retarded. Like he didn't even give you points. He was just spouting shit. So anyway, brain rot is always going to be a thing. And I feel like Saint Chantas, for example, is a great example now that you mentioned him. Actually, let's use him as an example. Saint Chantas started as this very anger reacting person, but you can tell that there's a clear difference between day one Saint Chantas and nowadays Saint Chantas. And I'm very proud of the guy because you can see he understood that there's a certain flaw and that some people can exploit that flaw. And he's working on that flaw every single day. Saint Chantas is not the same. He's working up. And you can tell that even as a person, he is getting better. That is by far the best shit you can do to yourself, period. Like it's just making yourself better. Really, you're working on the stats you're bad at. You're making yourself better. Like it's just kind of what you do. So anyway, basically never forget, chat, that for everybody watching that, well, guess what? This is just a topic about a video game, about anime girls. But still, I would also invite you to that just because one person does one thing doesn't necessarily mean it's the whole image. And behind the Hulk, there's a very, very nice, kind man I have came to know personally. And he's by far one of the best CCs I've ever interacted with. Dead ass. I'm serious right now. And this is coming from someone who was once targeted by Legion's very anger once. Unfairly too. Literally coming from someone who has enough of a reason to still be mad at the guy and everything. But I still say this regardless because this is what you do, Chad. This is what you do, ladies and gentlemen. You grow up because never forget what is and what we're doing. And ultimately, we're just trying to have fun and share this passion and share this hobby with others as we try to make friends and grow as a community and as people, as we enjoy these games that are free but are predatory. We're all here for the anime girls. Otherwise, we all don't even have these conversations. Exactly. Like without this common point, we wouldn't even be here, man. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and be seeing you.